away all dark energy sent to harm or disturb me, my loved ones, and you collective. So the moon is finally back out. So this is definitely a good energy. So now, so I did do a divine masculine, divine feminine, and a twin flame reading. It was a lot of chaotic energy that came out. So just wanted to clear this energy out real quick for y'all. Holy Spirit, what's happening right now for the collective? So, yep, one card. Definitely confirmation for somebody. So there is someone that is definitely in a fertile waiting period at this time. You're definitely going through some type of spiritual awakening. Okay? And it's because there was that very arrogant energy, a Queen of Swords type of energy that pretty much was committed to, not telling the truth. The Lovers card did come out in reverse, so it could be a Gemini really trying to hold on to some type of truth that they do not like. It's either they don't want to admit to the truth or it's just some type of truth that they're trying to cover up. Wheel of Fortune came out, so it was fated for things to have gone like the way that they did. And your courage and your strength is definitely helping to keep you grounded at this time while you're combating this energy. Okay. Somebody also could be feeling kind of stagnant when it comes to some type of like twin flame soulmate connection, but you're definitely persevering through. Yeah, somebody definitely lied, and they definitely like they couldn't help but to lie about something. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, so you're definitely having wish fulfillment, and this wish fulfillment that you're receiving, like it's definitely gonna like lead to some sort of breakthrough for you. Okay, it's bringing up a lot of anxiety, fears, and just big emotions for somebody. Like they don't like the feelings that's coming up, but they actually know that it's karma. Okay, it's karma for you to have harmonious relationships. It's definitely good karma for you to be celebrating. You definitely could be sharing your time with individuals that are like-minded. Your horizons are definitely expanding. Okay, you're definitely going to be receiving a whole bunch of feedback, and you might be receiving feedback and signs and synchronicities against all these greedy, possessive type of energies. So somebody was definitely arrogant, like they thought they was gonna get away with something, but now they're blocked. They're blocked spiritually. They're blocked mentally. Like they definitely are stuck. Okay, it could be a Taurus that I'm talking to. What else for the collective, Holy Spirit? Yeah. So whoever I'm talking to, you're definitely on your healing journey at this time. Okay, definitely working towards your healing. And that's why you guys are getting a fresh start. Like you're definitely, following your instincts. You're definitely moving forward from a lot of like chaotic energies. You're definitely certain about your path and like where you want to go. You're heavily following your intuition. You're praying, Empress. So definitely a divine being. Okay, you're definitely in like a fertile energy. And when I say fertile energy, like it's not just referring to, having kids or something. Like your fertile energy could definitely be referring to, your finances. It's referring to, the things that you want. Like you're definitely going to be getting what you want. Okay? So you guys could be in a state of solitude at this time. You could be taking like a mutual stillness. So maybe it could be you and yeah. So it could be a romantic connection where you guys are definitely in solitude, but it's like you're together in solitude. And it's really it's helping you guys to like get to know each other better, like on a more intimate type of level. And you're definitely healing like a lot of wounds like from the past. Okay. So there's somebody in your energy that's definitely feeling exhausted at that time. Cause they were definitely playing around in your energy. Like they were wilding. But you guys are definitely gonna be feeling some fulfillment. Okay, you're definitely gonna have like a lot of blessings coming through. And it's because you're letting go of a lot of bullshit. Like it's definitely a lot of bullshit that somebody was trying to do to play inside your energy. Okay. They were in double energy. It could have been a Capricorn, but you stayed consistent, you stayed on a routine, you're definitely hardworking. So that's really what's helping you guys to move forward. Anything else for the collective, Holy Spirit? I can't make it up. whoever I'm talking to, you're definitely a hard worker, okay? And you definitely, make your home like your sanctuary. You're very mature. And then you also have like a lot of self love. Yeah, you took your action when it came to you loving on yourself. And being adventurous. Yeah, and you did this in your solitude. Like you literally, there was somebody in your energy that might have had like a lot of secrets, and you followed your intuition, and now you're focusing on like having a good time. Like you want to have time with good people. You want to actually celebrate and enjoy your life, okay? And it was mainly surrounded around your emotional stability, okay? So you guys remaining emotionally stable definitely helps you guys. And now somebody's feeling excluded. They're feeling excluded because they were definitely an asshole. Okay, and now you have your eyes on the prize. You have your eyes on your Ten of Pentacles. You have your eyes on your generational wealth. You're definitely moving in the right direction. Okay, this sun card represents success. It represents a lot of personal fulfillment. It represents a lot of inner child healing. Okay, yeah, and it's because you followed your intuition. You started to look towards your future. You definitely followed like your inner calling. You started to listen. You followed your intuition, okay? And that's what helped you because somebody had people around them that were just overly dominant. Like they wanted to take control of your life. Like they wanted to control everything that you did, everything that you said, how people were viewing you, and you learned to achieve balance. Like, and you achieve balance by being secure within yourself. You achieve balance by practicing self care, practicing self love. You actually stopped before you did things. So, you had a lot of choices. You had a lot of decisions that you need to make. And the most important decision that you had made recently was moving forward from a situation that wasn't serving you. Like, it wasn't serving you, literally. So, somebody definitely made some type of an ending. And these new beginnings that you have coming in, like, it's going to lead to a lot of opportunities. It could be financial opportunities. It could definitely be opportunities with like your soul tribe, you know, but you're not focused on the bullshit because you're focused on yourself. You're focused on your full movement. Okay? What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, you're definitely spiritually guided and you're moving on from a lot of conflict through healthy communication. Okay? You're definitely practicing a lot of forgiveness, and that is helping you guys with your mental clarity. You definitely have a clear direction on where you want to go because you're seeking new perspectives. Like you definitely have a lot of new perspectives, and you're praying more. You're definitely curious about what's to happen in the future for you. You're seeking a lot of knowledge, and that's really good. Healthy emotional expression. Okay, you guys are living in your truth. It's like you're not trying to be stuck, in the status quo. Like you popping your shit. Whoever you are, you're definitely you're standing in your power, and you're doing this by maintaining healthy boundaries. Okay, you're definitely somebody could be an authority figure. I could be talking to someone that is a divine masculine, but have you all standing in your power, and you're really showing what you're made of at this time. And it's rooted in your confidence. Like whoever you are, like you're very confident, and that is something that everyone is able to notice about you. That's why can't nobody play with you no more. And you're also honest. You're honest with yourself. It's definitely a lot of cause and effect when it comes to people playing in your energy. Yeah, you definitely learn how to look within yourself. You definitely look within yourself. Like whenever you have any questions, it's like you stop turning to other people because you realize some people were trying to steer you in the wrong direction, and that could have led to some power moments for someone. Yeah, and that's why you made a lot of necessary endings, and you're gaining closure. It's like every day that you work on healing yourself, like you definitely gain a lot of closure, and that's what's leading to a lot of forward momentum. Okay, so you're definitely stepping out of your comfort zone, completing out of all of these karmic cycles. It's definitely a good space. Somebody's definitely in a good space.
All right, y'all might be able to hear me better. I forgot to take my headphones out. All right. So yeah, so there's definitely an energy of somebody feeling overwhelmed at this time with this King of Pentacles. So ooh, somebody is feeling overwhelmed because they know that a divine masculine could be coming towards you. Um Yeah, heavily manifesting. So somebody is definitely manifesting a divine partner. And look at this. It will be victorious. So when this comes in, you'll definitely know what it is. And it's because you're standing in your power. You're very confident, especially if you're faced with like adversity. This is a really good space for y'all. Yeah. If somebody had a lot of secrets, they had a lot of things that they were like holding into themselves. Yeah, somebody's definitely protective. Like, you're protective over your finances. You're protective over the things that are important to you. Somebody is also focused on just enjoying. Like, there's ways to make money. It's a lot of different ways to make money, but you're choosing to do it the right way. And now you're feeling like very accomplished. Yeah. And now, like, there was somebody that was very reckless and they were in your energy, and now they're like feeling abandoned because you like walked away from them. But, oh well. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, so I could be talking to a feminine energy, or you could just be a person that's very like supportive, very compassionate. Like, whoever you are, you're very kind. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. So you're definitely focused on your money. Whoever you are, like, you're very nurturing, and you're also a good provider. Like, whoever you are, like, you have a good aura. Yeah, so the World card and the Death card came out in reverse. So somebody in your energy is definitely resisting change at this time. And it's because they weren't able to complete like what they were doing. Like, somebody was definitely planning something fucked up, but that shit not working. Yeah, and it's because you let go of hatred. Like, you got tired of being mad. Like, who wants to be mad all the time? Ew. Somebody's salty. Somebody's definitely going to have a lot of job security, family security, a lot of long-term success, okay? And that's leading to a lot of anxiety for somebody. So somebody definitely wanted you to feel like some type of way. Yeah, they're delayed. Like, whatever they're trying to do, like, it's definitely delaying them. And it's because you're achieving peace. Yeah, you're going to be like giving and receiving a lot. And it's going to help like with your recovery from some type of financial like issues that somebody might have been having. Let me see. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah. Yeah, you might have been feeling very exhausted at one point. Yeah, and it's because somebody was like in competition with you. Hmm. Why were they in competition, Holy Spirit? Thank you. What else, Holy Spirit? Oh, so somebody definitely tried to do something, right? But the Tower card came out in reverse. So that means that shit got reversed right back to them. And they're sick. Yeah, and it's because you guys are honest. Okay? That's why the truth always prevails. If you're living in your truth, can't nothing attack you. They could do whatever spells they want to do. That shit is not going to work. Literally. And you guys got like a new beginning. Like, you literally have a new beginning coming in for you guys, and it's because you're focusing on you. See, High Priestess and Chariot came out in reverse. So this person now, like, now they're out of touch. They're definitely like, whoo, they don't have no power, like, literally. And this was your justice. Your justice is this clarity that you're getting. Somebody could be having like some type of lawsuit when it comes to something. You're gonna win that. Yeah, you want me to pull some cards for you? If you put your name, I could pull some cards for you. Let me get some messages for Mara, Holy Spirit. Yeah, so yeah, you definitely need some clarity. You might be feeling like a little vulnerable at this time. Holy Spirit, some messages for Sherry. All right, so Sherry, you might be feeling frustrated about something. Can I get a love message for Marwa, Holy Spirit? All right, so there's somebody in your energy. They were very like insecure. They might have been very like stingy at some point in time, but it seems like they missed a chance. Yeah, it's moving super slow because this person is lazy. What else for Marvel, Holy Spirit? It seems like they're lazy. Oh, okay. So this person is feeling overwhelmed. Like they're at like a breaking point when it comes to something, and it's making them feel anxious. Let's see. What's the hidden truth in this situation for Marvel, Holy Spirit? Mm. So it says, I will wait for a sign from you. So you might not be in communication with this person, or maybe like the communication slowed down. What else for Marvel, Holy Spirit? Yeah, I hit it. Like the person's lazy. Like they want to grow, but they won't like put the work in. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, when it comes to the relationship. So maybe they have some type of fear when it comes to something. Hmm. So we got King of Cups. So it seems like the emotions that this person is feeling, like it's definitely it's not like bad emotions that this person has, but they're definitely scared. Let's see what else. Yeah, so you got Page of Wands. So that's about like cheerfulness, energetic, an eye opener, fresh ideas. So maybe you're being called to like have conversations with this person to just to get to know them better. Okay? Yeah, so you said he's rich and he's scared that you'll take his money. So definitely you have to build trust with this person. So try to avoid, yeah, giving up control. So try to avoid having conversations that are about money. Like you have to connect with this person like outside of money, you know? So instead of wanting to go out on a date, spending money, like do things that are free, go on a picnic, stuff like that. What else for Marwa, Holy Spirit? Yeah. This person has dealt with a lot of failures. Like, and they got lack of recognition for things. Yeah, but we got the Emperor. So somebody can be an Aries, or this person could just be, an authority figure, like very structured. Let's see. Okay. Okay. For Mara, will this person stop with this slow attitude, Holy Spirit? Yeah, it says yes. Getting satisfaction, good times, happy ending. So it will work out as long as you guys both put in the work. So you just have to have like, you got to connect like on a soul level, You got to start having these hard conversations and don't be scared to ask questions. Yeah, it's supposed to go this way. So this person will open up to you. You just have to communicate. Okay? Don't let your insecurities win. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. Dancing, yeah, that's a good way to connect. Like dancing, those pottery classes or painting, and that stuff you could do at home. Like you got to do like intimate activities. Yeah, the magician card. And the magician card represents like creativity, the art of communication, being resourceful. So you have to show that like it doesn't matter about the money. You know what I'm saying? Whether you have it or whether you don't, like I'll be there for you through ups and downs. Like you have to prove that like through your actions. And with situations like that, it takes time. What else, Holy Spirit? Yep, Knight of Swords. So you just got to be ambitious, okay? And accomplished. Yeah, but it seems like you're definitely determined to move forward into this. Yeah, with this Ace of Wands. So the Holy Spirit wants you to be encouraged, okay? Because it's definitely going to be a breakthrough. You just have to show that, like, you're trustworthy, pretty much. Yeah, because you might be feeling, like, a little disconnected at this time. But don't let it bring you down. You have to remain confident in yourself. Okay, so we got Judgment. And then there's something with, like, something collapsed. So this person had a situation and it made them very sorrowful. So maybe they're not like over it, because we did get the judgment card. So they're definitely still hurt. Like they're still like emotionally connected to a past situation. So honestly, I think it's best that you try to just work on cultivating a friendship. I never talk. People hate it. We just always think rather than speak. Yeah, you gotta speak. And if it's hard for you to like speak, write it down. Like even if you don't show that person, just write it down to get it out into the universe, you know? Because energy, you know, it definitely passes through. See? Finding balance. Like you gotta find a balance with this person. But you definitely have to make a choice if you're actually gonna commit to it or not. Because sometimes it takes hard work, like especially for the things that are working, like worth it. It definitely takes hard work, okay? Yeah, so innocence, playful, carefree, familiarity. Like you have to find like common ground with them so they could feel comfortable, like being able to trust you, you know? Yeah. And you got to release a lot of these expectations. So you got to release control of how it's going to turn out. Everything's going to turn out the way it's supposed to turn out, you know? So don't be so hard on yourself. Try not to be so hard on yourself. And I know that shit is hard because I'm very hard on myself as well. See? Strong willed, defensive. You know that you're amazing. And that person wouldn't be interested in you if you weren't amazing. But now you're seeing the other side of the coin, you know? So you have to, you know, persevere. Yeah, heartbreak came out. So yeah, this person definitely went through heartbreak, deceit, disappointment, you know. And they're maybe trying to like avoid conflict with you by speaking with you about it. So yeah, I could see why you're confused. Let me see. What's the hidden truth regarding this? Oh, so it says, I'm starting to understand our connection. Yeah, so maybe you got to release that thought. Okay. Like you have to think, you have not even think, you have to believe that everyone wants you. And I don't know if that's just me, but I be feeling like that. No, don't cry. Don't cry about it. Let's see. Let's get some messages for Marwa moving forward, Holy Spirit. Yeah, the hangman. You need to like, it's a new perspective. You need to have a new perspective of it, okay? Don't make yourself the victim, okay? Because you need to know that everything is going to work out the way it's supposed to work out. So don't get sad when things don't go the way that you think they will go, because you got to think about it with energy, right? You got to keep yourself at a higher vibration so you can attract those things that you want. You're going to get everything that you want once you believe that you're going to get it. Okay? Exactly. If he would not be talking to you if he did not want you. He wouldn't have been interested in you if he wouldn't want you. See, creative opportunities. So you have to be creative. What I'm getting for you, Mara, is that you kind of need to work on like your self-love at this time. So I recommend that you do like some self-love affirmations. Look at yourself in the mirror. You need to get an intimate relationship with yourself, and that'll help you when it comes to a partner. Okay, because he's not gonna fill any voids that, you know, with issues and stuff that you have within you. That's why I always recommend for people to focus on like your own personal healing. Okay, focus on your own self-love, because once he sees you loving on you, he's gonna want to love on you even more. Okay, but it seems as though this individual is like keeping his distance because of fear, and he could be picking up the energy of your fear, you know, like you're scared, but he's scared too because he can sense you're scared. See, you got to focus on your happiness, okay, and also your truth. He's open to cook for me. Then he leaves without saying good night. That's why I was sad. So did you guys like do the do? Because I believe you guys are probably like, y'all energies are like, you know, fighting with each other. Because if somebody's cooking for you, that's definitely intimate. Let's see. Some insight from Marwa, Holy Spirit. Yeah. This fear and this sadness that you're feeling, it's literally like an illusion. Yeah, so don't overthink, okay? Don't overthink. And then now, like, it's especially early, so you guys have to build on that connection. Remain confident in yourself. And even if you're not, 100% confident, because nobody's 100% confident, but sometimes you have to fake it till you make it, okay? We all have insecurities, but you gotta fight through that, okay? You gotta believe in yourself. He said he plans then to do it, then he was gone. So he was probably stuck in his head. Yeah, insecurity. So you guys are both battling with insecurities at this time. So you guys need to take the time to talk. Y'all definitely need to talk some more. Yeah. You guys need to talk more about love. You welcome. Any messages for the collective, Holy Spirit? Yeah. So you got to release it, okay? You putting too much on yourself. You're being too hard on yourself. Anything else for the collective, Holy Spirit? Yep. Temperance card. So the temperance card is for balance, patience, calm, self-control, cooperating with others, and finding solutions. What's the outcome of this situation for Marwa, Holy Spirit? It's definitely going to be a compromise. So you're going to compromise. There's going to be some type of compromise, okay? Because with these insecurities, there's going to be some type of compromise when it comes to the insecurities. You guys like have to have this conversation. It needs to be a conversation because it seems as though you guys are having like conversations with yourselves, but you're kind of overthinking it. So you got to talk about how you feel, okay? And even if it's early, just have conversations about how you feel. Yeah, it says lost direction and planning, lacks vision and motivation, self-doubt. Yeah, so you psyching yourself out before it even got a chance to bloom, you know? What else for Mara, Holy Spirit? Yeah, lack of teamwork, trouble in collaboration. So you guys need to talk. Y'all not talking. It might just be like surface level conversations. Exactly. Focus on having fun. Focus on having fun. Definitely focus on having a good time together. Like you guys should be able to see cards is clarifying. You got to focus on being friends, laughing. Like make sure that you guys are laughing, joking, have a good time. Maybe you could go like skating or bowling, something like that. Or you could play pool. I'm trying to think of stuff that could be like, cutesy, but not like, so much pressure. Okay, he don't like to talk. He talks to me, then he's good. So he's an avoidant. So he's probably an avoidant. So if he's an avoidant personality, then that means that you probably have to, ghost his ass and see what happens. Match that energy, okay? Oh, just ignore anybody that trolls. See, Queen of Wands, you got to stand in your power, okay? You got to be confident within yourself, okay? Because I could sense that, like, you do have a lot of passion, okay? But there's some type of instability. And that's what causes you to feel like powerless a little bit. But, you have to be inspired and like come up with new ideas, okay? Come up with some new ideas, and that's what's gonna help you like navigate these feelings. It's something new, so you're always gonna be thinking like, oh, what if I do this, that, you know what I'm saying? You just have to be creative when it comes to connecting. It's always Just think about it like when you were in high school. You know, like when you had a crush and you guys will go, take a walk, go sit by the water or something. Even if you go to a park, like y'all could go to the park together, push each other on the swings, like do things like that, because that builds intimacy, and then that's something like when you guys go back home, like you're gonna think back on it like, oh, that was so sweet, you know. But definitely make sure you guys laugh together. That's a big thing. Like if you're able to laugh and joke and play around and you know like that childlike innocence, like that's something that'll definitely help you guys. Retype that. You saying like he doesn't leave the house. So like I said, be creative, you know. You could go to like Dollar Tree and get those big papers and some paint, and you guys could paint things together. There's a lot of intimate activities you guys could do. Because I personally, I'm not a person that leave. Like, I like to leave the house sometimes, but I don't really like to go new places, especially with COVID and monkeypox and shit. I try to keep my ass home. Yeah, somebody's just afraid of losing their money. They don't want to like lose anything else, even if it's not money. Like, they just don't want to lose things again. Exactly. See, I'm still working on building up savings. It's real hard, but slowly working on it. Yeah. He's pushing you away. So this is my personal opinion. If somebody is pushing you away, let them. It's happening for a reason. Okay? Yeah. Coming back to reality. Because they might have anxiety, but a lot of the clarity that you're going to gain is through self-love. Okay? Practicing like self-love practices. Okay? If he's pushing you away, let him push you away. Yeah. Yeah, because it seems like it's like strategic. Have a new approach to it. Okay? Have a new approach to it. Because there's a lot of things people do, and it's like it could just be a mask falling. But with Ace of Cups, it's definitely going to be like an emotional awakening that you're going to have soon. And it's going to be a lot of personal growth. But you have to feel fulfilled, like by yourself, like in yourself. Yeah. And that could be the issue as well. Sometimes a lot of men date and some of them want you to, they want you to need them. And then it's like if they meet somebody that has their own, they're like, damn, like that's when they have to really be, on the inside. And sometimes people don't have depth, and that sucks. Anything else for Marwa? Yeah. So you definitely got to focus on you. Focus on your self-love, do your self-love practices. It's definitely going to work out the best way that it should. But I definitely recommend that you do some self-love practices, What I like to do is like sit in the mirror naked and just look at myself and just tell myself I love me. I'm worthy of love. Because you're definitely going to get how he feels about you. Yeah, I could ask that. One moment. All right. How does he feel about Marva, Holy Spirit? All right. So you got, I want to be more than friends, and I hide behind material things. So yeah, you got to start chipping away at that, at the surface. You're welcome. I try to go live every day, but I do have videos on my channel. But yeah, I definitely didn't get any devil energy. It's no illusions being cast onto you. It's just a lot of fear. And, that's normal because it's new. And it's hard out here when it comes to dating, which is why I just don't. They say, like, how you going to find the love of your life if you just stay in the house? I don't know. Maybe he is going to show up at my doorstep. Shit. A general reading? I can pull a few cards for you. One moment. I'm gathering my cards. But yeah, definitely subscribe to my channel to see more. Gathering my cards together. Alrighty. Alright, Holy Spirit. Yeah, it is. It is difficult to date. So I just focus on me. Everything's gonna happen in divine timing. You could meet the love of your life at the gas station, you know, the grocery store. As long as your energy is open to it, it's gonna happen. Once you stop looking for it, it's gonna find you. All right, Holy Spirit, any general messages for Miss Pickett? Okay. There's something that you need to release. There's somebody around you that could be very like arrogant. Like they're kind of like full of themselves. And it might be causing you like some delays. Let's see, what else for Miss Pickett, Holy Spirit? Okay. So we got the Emperor card. So it could be an Aries or it could be a male. But it's definitely going to be some new opportunities. Like there's going to be some type of breakthrough happening with it. You're welcome. You guys could ask me some questions. And after this, I'm going to be going live on TikTok. And you could find me on there too at Max Tarot. Yeah, somebody watching is in Queen of Swords energy. You're very independent. And you're also like a big support system. Yeah. But yes. It seems like you have a lot of responsibilities, but there's definitely going to be some type of truth that's going to be revealed. And it's going to help you. Like, it could be a past energy. Let's see. What else from Miss Pickett, Holy Spirit? Yeah, so there's some type of resistance to change. Yeah. But you're working on giving up control over like the outcome of a situation. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Oh yeah, something's disappointing you. See, you've been single for almost 5 years. Had a bad divorce. She emasculated me a lot. Tried to destroy my life after the breakup. Now I'm free, lonely as hell. But you're free. Like, you could be having like feelings of loneliness, but it could just be, you know, you're grieving. You know, you're grieving what could have been, you know? So keep having hope, okay? And that's going to help with your direction. Because you're definitely a compassionate person. Like, you're very empathic. And you're ambitious as well. All right? Let me see. Messages moving forward from Miss Pickett. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting the names mixed up. But yeah, that last message was for Smitty. Yeah, but for Miss Pickett, you definitely have something that's opening your eyes. Like, it's something happening around you where you're not like speaking on it, but you see it. you know? So right now, your silence is golden because things are being revealed to you. Yeah. There might be some type of gossip, like it's some gossip, and it's causing you to like not trust someone. So I don't know if someone's speaking on something like they shouldn't be or something, but yeah, whoever it is, they're definitely feeling like paranoid at this time. Any messages for Smitty, Holy Spirit? Yeah. Yeah, so it was a unhealthy like relationship dynamic, but they're definitely feeling guilty about it. So just focus on forgiveness, okay? And you focusing on forgiveness does not mean you have to be in contact with these individuals, okay? Or that individual. But definitely take action to do that, okay? Because you're definitely going to have a breakthrough. And it's going to be like a new direction in your journey. So it's like you're going to look back on this and be like, wow, look at where I am now, you know? All right, Miss Pickett. Oh, you deleted it before I seen it. Let me see any messages from Miss Pickett, Holy Spirit. So you might be feeling exhausted. You might have like a little bit of anxiety. I will, moving forward and trying to be a better version of what I once was in hopes I attract a better half. You will. As long as you remain hopeful, okay? Let me see. Any more messages for Smitty, Holy Spirit? Yeah. So you're healing yourself. You might not be feeling like you're balanced, you know, because you feel like you're missing like your other half, but you're definitely healing yourself. And that's really good because you're not like being reckless. So that's a really good space, okay? Continue to heal. Continue to work on your self-love because that's opening up your energy for your other half to be able to find you. Because energetically, it's coming in. Anything else? Yeah. Yeah, you're working on your healing. Yeah. You're definitely moving forward. It's a lot of forward momentum for you. Like, honestly, the overall energy is a lot of forward momentum. Because you're not focused on conflicts. You're not focused on, you know, getting people back or, you know, like all that low vibrational bullshit. You're standing in your power. You're maintaining your boundaries. Collective energy, Holy Spirit. Yeah, justice. That means that you keep your vibration high, keep a good attitude. Everything's going to happen. There's going to be some fairness. The scales will be balanced. Maintain your integrity. Yeah. And whoever I'm talking to, you definitely like hold yourself accountable as well, you know? It's not like, you know, you don't make yourself out to be victim. So somebody might have a little anxiety. The anxiety could be like with your stability because there's some like dispute. Like there's some type of like conflict or something. What else, Holy Spirit? So somebody might try to start conflict because they're feeling insecure about something. It's like they're feeling insecure about your, like, your prosperity. That's weird. Moving forward, Holy Spirit. Yeah. Somebody is watching someone. Because we got loneliness. So somebody might be feeling lonely, but there's somebody watching and they don't like the fact that you're by yourself, but it's like you're happy. Like you seem that you're happy by yourself. Like they see that you have a light within you. So it's like you might not see the light that you're emitting at this time, but it's definitely like shining really bright. Like, wow, whoever's energy it is, like you have really great energy. Like, yeah, like you definitely have a lot of clarity, and the way that you make your decisions, it's definitely like like, this is what I'm doing and this is how I'm gonna do it. Yeah, you definitely have a new beginning coming your way. And it's because you have an innocence about you, you know? You're very genuine. Let's see. What's to come in for the collective, Holy Spirit? Yeah. So there's someone that is in your energy and they could feel like honestly, they live like an unhealthy lifestyle. So if someone tries to come towards you, right? If someone tries to come towards you, okay, and they're gonna act like they want to work with you, you will know exactly their intentions by how they're living their life. Confirmation. So yeah, by how they're living their life is how you're gonna see if this person's full of shit or not. Yeah. Release. So somebody is definitely free from something. Like somebody was definitely, they could have been playing in your energy in some type of way, and you definitely release that energy. And they might try to spin the block, but you're gonna know that whatever they're saying, like they might be like, "Oh, I'm doing better," and I'm moving forward, but whole time they're not. And you're gonna see that by like their life, by how they're living. Yeah. And it's because you're abundant. And when I say you're abundant, it's not just about money. You could be abundant in spirit. Like you definitely have an abundant energy. And that attracts a lot of like, energy vampires and stuff like that. Yeah. Somebody's definitely moving on from like past resentment. Yeah, there was definitely something that happened that hurt someone a lot. Yeah, and you were disappointed. And whoever it was, like, they just had no self-discipline. So, whoever you are, like, it didn't have anything to do with you. They were just an asshole. See? See how that flipped out? They do not want you to hear this. Yeah, you walked away from that shit. Somebody was mad about it. Oh, well. Let's see. What's on its way in, Holy Spirit? What's on its way in for the collective? Yeah. Somebody's gonna try to reach out to you, but they're not great. Oh, how can a collective move with ease and grace, Holy Spirit? Yeah. You can move with ease and grace by letting go of any negative energies you can have towards something. So that's pretty much saying to like do some inner child healing. Okay? Even though you're physically not away from someone, energetically you could still be like attached a little bit. And that's just natural. So I think someone needs to take a cup of water, put some salt in it, and just stick it under your bed. And that's going to clear out all the gunk, anybody that's still pulling on your energy or whatever. Yeah. Any negative feelings that you could be feeling, it's definitely an illusion. And it's because someone wants you to feel that. They're just in your energy. You might have spent like a lot of time around this individual. But yeah, take a cup of water, put some salt, any salt, table salt, pink Himalayan salt, and stick it under your bed, on your windowsill, in your room, just in like where you're sleeping. And that's gonna help clear out the energy real quick. That's a quick little thing, quick little tip. Okay. Yeah, and that's gonna open up your energy for newness, like when it comes to relationships, when it comes to bonds. It's gonna clear off a lot of that like debt, just that crap that even if you have like memories of something or whatever, it's gonna help clear that out. And it'll also help with your dream state. So like if you're somebody that you're not remembering your dreams, that'll help you remember your dreams. That'll help you have better dreams. Yeah. Yeah, so you'll definitely have a fresh outlook, especially when it comes to family and job security. Okay? But whoever I'm talking to, you definitely have a strong foundation. You still have your soul. Okay, and that's because you're very strong-willed. Somebody tried to take that power from you and they weren't able to. Yeah. You made the choice to focus on your healing. You made the choice to focus on loving yourself. You're definitely like, your personal beliefs are very strong. Like you have a lot of values, like you stick to your values regardless, you know. And that's a really good space. Let's see what else, Holy Spirit. What else I need to know? Yeah. And you finding clarity, you moving forward, is definitely going to help with your discernment against anybody else that's trying to come towards you with any type of like trickery, or even anyone that's like deceitful, because you don't want to pick up on somebody's bad karma. Yep. Cycle of life. So whoever I'm talking to, you're definitely on the good side of karma. Okay, it might not feel like it, but you go through the storm, get to the other side. Right now you're probably at the eye of the storm, but you about to get through. You're welcome. Have a good night. Make sure you subscribe. Any more messages for the collective, Holy Spirit? Yeah, somebody's in someone's energy. They're definitely regretful. Let's see. What about the collective's energy, Holy Spirit? Yeah, somebody's accepting like the surface knowledge of a situation. You're definitely going through a transformation. So someone's definitely going through some type of transformation. Okay. And you might have had something happen and it felt like you missed a chance when it came to something. And it's like you detached yourself emotionally from the situation and you were able to see it for like what it was. Yeah. And it definitely inspired you. You definitely feel inspired. Whoever I'm talking to is definitely a visionary. Like if you aren't already an entrepreneur, it's in your path for you to be an entrepreneur. So somebody's probably thinking about some type of business endeavor or something. Definitely go for it. Closing messages, Holy Spirit. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of comfort and pleasure in like this endeavor that you want to go on. Yeah, somebody definitely is isolated at this time. And you could have went through a lot of struggles, like, and it could have been like some type of financial losses, but you're definitely moving forward from it. But yeah, somebody definitely has you have a business idea that you want to do and you're determined to do it. Like you're very passionate about doing it and you need to do it. You definitely need to do it. Whatever you're thinking about, do that. Oh my God. You're going to be very happy doing it. Oh my God. It's like you got $1 million idea. Do that. Your willpower, very creative. It's definitely some type of craft or talent, some type of skill that you're developing at this time. Yeah. And it's an honest and truth. So, like, you know, it's not anything that's not morally upright. It'll be really good for you and the world, like for the people around that will appreciate you doing this. Yeah. So definitely start planning it, and expect it to be successful. Because when you expect it to be successful, that means it is going to be successful. Gotta believe in yourself, first and foremost. Okay? Yeah. So you might be like, yeah, unfinished. Okay. So you started something, but you didn't finish it, and you need to finish it. It's going to put money in your pocket. Look at that. Literally. You were being too hard on yourself when it came to something. Yeah. You need to be optimistic, okay? Maybe you're afraid that it's not going to work, but it is. Literally, it's going to work. Yeah. Whoever I'm talking to is definitely a survivor. And you might have like some self-limiting beliefs. And it's like it's nothing around you that's like keeping you from doing these things. You have to believe in yourself. Yeah. And focus on just accepting, the things from your past. It was things that you worked on, that, didn't work out. But you have to release that because there's something that you started and you didn't finish it, and you need to finish it. Because when you do, it's gonna be successful. Literally. Yeah. You might have stopped doing it because you felt like it was moving at a slow pace. And it's literally a creative endeavor. It's literally something creative. Like you're something you started to do that you didn't finish. Do that shit. Do that shit. Like what? Gotta believe in yourself. When I started my YouTube page, I was not like, I had no subscribers, zero. Okay, I had a video, I would get one view in like 3 weeks, and I was like, I'm gonna keep doing it because I believed in myself. You feel me? And I know it's gonna keep growing and growing and growing and growing. Because as long as you believe in yourself, everything is going to work out for you. Everything is going to work out for you. You have to believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, how is anybody else going to believe in you? How? You got to believe in yourself. That's the first fucking step to success. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah. Whoever you are, like, you're definitely isolated at this time. But you're overcoming it, and you need to overcome it. Okay? Because you just have anxiety. Just do that shit. Everybody is scared. The first step is always scary. You're scared that it's going to fail. You're scared to feel vulnerable. You're scared of lack of completion. It's going to work out. Stop being scared. It's all illusions. Literally. Somebody is very imaginative. And whatever idea this is, it's wow. Like, it's something that will bring happiness to others. Like, you are going to inspire others to believe in themselves by you believing in yourself. So I don't know what it is that, you want to do, trying to do, thinking about doing. Rip the band-aid off and do that shit. Literally. The Most High is anticipating you just taking that step any day now. Any day now. Just don't overindulge. When you get what you want, when you do it, don't overindulge. Maybe there's something that you do a lot. Maybe it's something that you might be like overindulging in. Yeah. You're going through a rebirth at this time. And that is helping your creative energy. Like, your creative energy is going to flow more and more and more. And you're going to feel like more and more inspired as you raise your vibration. Like, as you like become more positive. Like, you definitely are going to be feeling like some type of renewal. Okay? Yeah. This Emperor. Whoever I'm talking to is very powerful. You have a very powerful type of energy. And you have a lot of support. You might have felt like you didn't have support, but you actually do. And your support is from the Most High. Somebody might be battling with a little bit of insecurity. But literally, this abundance that you're going to get from your dreams, you following your dreams, you following the things that you want to do, that's your justice. That's your justice for everything that you went through. It didn't happen in vain. And literally the success you get from nurturing your gifts and your talents, that's going to lead to so much greatness. Oh my God. Yeah. Somebody's going to be in the public eye. Yeah. And you're gaining a lot of personal growth, or you will gain a lot of personal growth. Yeah. Somebody don't like that. Yeah. And whoever it is that could have been planning your energy, they're now giving up. Yeah. They were trying to cause a conflict with you, but they couldn't even make it. Maybe somebody was trying to call you. Their phone probably cut off. Somebody was trying to do something. Yeah, they feel powerless now. They feel like shit. And that shit fell up under my bed. So somebody was probably trying to like attack you in your dream state or something. I don't know, but it didn't work. It didn't reach you at all. Wow. Yeah, whatever it is that, you thinking about doing, do it. I promise you it's gonna work. I promise you. And when it do work, come to me and be like, yo, I did what you said. Literally. And you're gonna be so happy. You're gonna be working, doing whatever it is, and you're gonna be happy doing it. And do you know how much of a blessing that is to make money and enjoy the process of making that money? Listen. Oh my God. Yeah, you just need to have like self-discipline, okay? And don't get frustrated if things don't happen in the way that you believe or feel that they should. You got to release control, okay? Yeah. There could be some past resentment because something didn't work out in the past for you. But you got to be optimistic, okay? Because somebody definitely has a fear of like new beginnings. And you need to release that fear because these new beginnings are going to lead to so much for you. Confirmation. You definitely need to release this pain from the past, okay? It was something that happened in the past. And it's like you're not getting over it. And that's what's like, that's what's, making you feel a little insecure. But you got to do it. This is motivation for somebody. I'm motivating somebody. Okay, King of Swords. Okay, you got a lot of power. Oh my gosh. Just living your truth, speak your truth. Man. What else, Holy Spirit? Oop, my kids coming up here. They loud. My bad. In advance. Alright, so yeah, definitely moving forward. This cycle is supposed to happen the way that it is. Alright. It's definitely a turning point, and it's going to lead to a lot of good fortune. Ooh, somebody is definitely in a lucky energy. I promise you. I don't know if you played the lottery or something, but play them numbers. Can't make it up. Definitely a new beginning. And it's like you have a desire to start something, but you keep psyching yourself out. Stop. Stop psyching yourself out. I promise you. Whatever situation that had you feeling the type of way, you're innocent in that situation. And the divine knows that. Somebody might be worried about bad karma. You cleared out all of your karmic debt. You clearing out your karmic debt. So you might have been feeling like sluggish. Like you might have been feeling like something was moving at a very slow pace. But it's going to start like picking up momentum. See? Freedom. You're free from something. And you're regaining control of your life. And you're finding balance by being defensive about yourself. Like you're definitely standing in your power at this time. Like you made the choice to focus on your healing, and that was the best thing that you could have did. It led to a lot of confidence. You're very attractive at this time. Even if that's something that you're not believing, this is how other people are viewing you. Because I'm reading your energy. You're very determined and you're very independent. But now you have to start walking in that power. You might view this as being rebellious. You might view you following your dreams and like what you want to do as being rebellious. And you are, because you're going against the status quo. Yeah, you need to accept the surface knowledge. You need to accept your light and be ambitious and determined. Hmm. What else I need to know, Holy Spirit? Yeah, somebody has anxiety. Hmm. And you definitely have a lot of resistance to any spiritual influences. So whoever is throwing out spell work to like attack you is definitely being returned to sender. So it's not going through. It could have been some type of unhealthy relationship. You separated yourself from someone. There was some type of conflict, or a marriage that you walked away from. Either way, they were trying to do something to mess with your energy, but it's not working. Release is gone. You're procrastinating. Yeah. And your procrastination, you might think it's because of this conflict or whatever that you walked away from, but in actuality, it's not. It's you're not believing in yourself the way that you should. Yeah, you got to be protective over yourself, okay? Yeah. You have a lot of self-doubt, but you got to believe in yourself. What can they do right now to improve their situation, Holy Spirit? Yeah. You got to be strategic. So, make a plan. Make a plan of what you want to do. Somebody yeah, there's insecurity. So you got to work on being strategic. You got to be strategic with releasing these insecurities that you may be feeling. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, you got to plan. Okay? Because the reason why things might have not worked out in the past, it was because you were not planning effectively. Okay? Like you got to make a plan A, B, C, and D. Okay, you got to plan, okay? Somebody could be reaching out to someone because they're feeling like heartbroken, and they're kind of like seeking forgiveness. So somebody might be reaching out seeking forgiveness for something. What else, Holy Spirit? Oh, you see how that came on my hand? Yeah. And this is about forgiveness and overcoming adversity. It's a lot of positive changes happening for someone. And you're going to be recovering from some type of financial loss. Yeah, definitely releasing a lot of stuff from the past. And you're also releasing like financial insecurity. Yeah. You might have had others around you that are very untrustworthy, and they were like manipulative. Yeah, but you're now coming back to reality. Like you have a lot of clarity, and you know, you coming back to reality, you're starting to see like in real life really what you can have and what you can get. Whoever I'm talking to is definitely dreaming about what your future is going to look like. Like you're daydreaming, and whatever you're daydreaming is literally going to be your it's going to be your present. It's going to happen. Literally, like it's rebellion. You're rebelling against the status quo. Somebody might be you might have had to deal with some type of scandal or gossip, or like there was some type of deception that happened. So someone probably tried to like skew like other people's perception of you, but this is you. Very self-sufficient, and your efforts towards your growth are definitely going to be rewarded. Yeah, somebody was definitely like a op. But you have a lot of self-discipline, and that's what helped you combat that energy. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Somebody's definitely nurturing. You could be like a financial provider. So you could be like a parent, or you could be like helping somebody raise their kids or something. Like you're a provider in some sort of way. You definitely help somebody. Like there's somebody that you're helping so much. You help somebody achieve a lot of peace. Somebody was like going through some type of like tower moment, and you helped them to like delay like some type of catastrophe. Like something crazy was about to happen in someone's life, and because of you, they were able to recover. Like you helped somebody achieve peace. So now it's time for you to pour into yourself. Maybe this person could have like gotten your help and then like walked away from you. The divine wants you to know that that was you. Like that was the divine showing you how powerful you were, because you were able to help somebody so much. Now it's time for you to pour that into yourself. Closing messages, Holy Spirit. Listen, I can't make it up. Listen, pour into you, okay? You're valued. You're loved. Whoever you are, you have a lot of success coming your way. You have a lot of success coming your way. You just got to believe in yourself and your dreams. There's something that you want to do, and this is your message to do it, because it's going to lead to your abundance. It's going to lead to your personal fulfillment. It's going to lead to your happiness. All right? So please like and subscribe. Continue to live and love and light. Bye.